And we are back today with, hold on, okay, my manager running. Okay, we are back once again with Dark Souls 2. Let's try and get my microphone in a good spot. That should do. And we're in the Jula. Let's see. Could be this. There's one of our spells. And I don't remember what we actually had equipped last time. I don't think it was that. I think it was this. Let's see, did we have the... No, we didn't have the flame equipped, so it wasn't Forbidden Sun. Then it was probably... this would make the most sense, I think. That should give us both our spells. There we go. And we are going to see if we're capable of taking on the ancient dragon. Which was kind of a goal before, but yeah, wasn't feeling super capable of it last time. This time, it's been a minute since I've played, but yeah, feeling pretty good today. Definitely be a little bit easier if I didn't have to use so many spells on the way up. We can just ignore that priest, as long as we do it right. Unfortunately, the only ways we can really boost our sorcery at this point tend to be pretty harmful to our health. Both literally and figuratively. We have an option to boost the damage of our sorceries, but the way to do that does result in us having less health just through Unleash Magic, which reduces our health by about 30% in exchange for boosting the damage of our sorceries by about 20%. Or we could increase the number of spellcasts we have using the Ritual Band, but the Ritual Band boosts the number of spellcasts you get. So obviously there's one that boosts the number of slots you have, but the one that boosts spellcasts pretty severely lowers your health. Yeah, it like halves our health in exchange for I don't know, give us like 50% more casts. But that would make us like a guaranteed one-shot against this boss. Of course, we could put on the Ring of Knowledge, which would boost our damage by like 6 points. So in addition to this, we want weapon with decent enough damage. Don't have crystal weapon on us, so we can't boost it further than what it's at. Do have to two-hand this thing, but that's fine. This thing actually does pretty decent damage to him. Uh-oh. Okay. If we had run towards him, we probably would have been fine there. If we had the Spell Clutch Ring, we could boost our damage pretty significantly. But by significantly, I mean, I think it's like 20% boost to magic damage. It might be like 15%, I'm not sure. However, that does require us to advance quite a ways into the DLC to pick it up. That was a critical. Apologies for that. Was someone coming home? Wasn't expecting it right at that moment. I don't think anyone's actively watching right now, but yeah. Maybe we should switch armors while we're fighting the dragon. I did look it up in between now and the last time I played. Being in the company of champions means that all enemies do 50% more damage. So actually leaving this covenant would make me capable of standing significantly more. Because I'd be taking about 2/3 the damage I am now. Ow. That was pointlessly dangerous. Unfortunately, the only ways to leave a covenant are to either go and join another one, or to go and speak to the cat Chalakor. And we can't really do either of those quickly. Oh wow, we're dead. No. Okay. Okay. Definitely rolled through that. It's interesting. I guess we can go and switch covenants if we want to, since we complete our goal with the Company of Champions. I believe that was last stream that I did that, actually. I finally got the ring. There it is. Vanquisher's Seal. So we can actually go and join a different covenant if we want. So we can go and join the Dark Covenant, which we want to clear, because if you clear all three voids with them, so each of these locations that you can meet him is a portal, and if you go through all three portals and complete each zone, you get access to
May the dark
place. The Dark Lurker. No. I don't think that's what its name is. It's another boss fight. You have to be careful because this whole place is full of pitfalls like this one. Obviously you can navigate your way around them. Some of them you can jump over if you choose to. Generally speaking, it is safer to just walk past them, walk around them. Oh! Thought I was outside his range. And now we have to give him a human effigy in order to open it back up. So probably eating our human effigies probably isn't a good plan anymore, since we're trying to do this now. I'm going to switch back to this thing.
fine now, yeah. The most
If you die inside, you have to offer an effigy to open it back up.
may the dark
Which is why I think he sells an unlimited number of them for like 1,500 or 3,000 souls a piece. Whatever. Whatever the amount is, I think he sells an infinite number. Oh, they must be in New Game Plus. In New Game Plus, these chasms have more enemies in them. They have red phantoms that aren't here in regular New Game. God, those things suck. Hey man, it's not your fight to intrude on. I dropped a bonfire ascetic. Nice. It almost walked straight off the edge. Ah, okay. This means we're in the right spot. Clearing these places means each of them has one of these that you have to light. That's all you have to do to technically reach the Dark Lurker, but you really do want to clear out the full space as well. Because I think most, or not most, a couple of them have items that you can pick up in them. Yeah. It's interesting. This pit here, I don't know if this is true or not, but I think it's the same one that they used in Earthen Valley. Or Harvest Valley.
Young, little, you, what, but it is.
Okay, he doesn't sell an infinite number. But he does sell a few of them. And you can give him an effigy to reopen the ones that you already finished. But obviously there's no real point in opening ones you've already finished. Let's see, we need to do the second one, which is here, in the Shaded Ruins. We are going to go ahead and eat an effigy now, since, again, even though we are using them, we just bought a couple, and the chasms usually aren't all that hard. It's usually pretty easy to get through them. It's not, you know, the easiest, but it's fairly easy. They're not super challenging areas. Wow, I still can't kill these guys very easily at all. That's kind of a surprise. We do have to deal with these guys first. Okay, never mind. We won't deal with them first. We will deal with them down here, if they choose to follow us. Or they won't. That's good.
Fine, not young. The most is.
We'll have to give him at least one at each location. The first one you enter is free, but obviously we died. So now we have to, you know, use at least one more than we expected. Plus the one that I ate, so. And they each have a slightly different structure to them, but they all have pits like that. Oh, nice. That was completely an accident. And not completely, I did intend to hit something. Just didn't expect to hit that guy. Unfortunately, we can't really lock on in here because of the darkness of the chasm. Another ascetic. Each of those ghosts, I think, is guaranteed to give you a bonfire ascetic the first time you kill it. I don't know if they continue to drop them if you get them to come back and return for them. I do think taking this elevator is the way out of this one. I don't think there's more at the bottom. I think this is like the... No, never mind. It is nearby, anyway. Well, this one dropped something, too. Another bonfire ascetic. Obviously, once you've lit the pyre, you don't actually have to do the rest.
Fine. No. Yeah.
Buy the other one from him. Dark Hidden from him as well.
Me.
I think the other thing he sells that we haven't gotten is like Profound Stillness. Or Valve. It's not Valve Silence, that's in the DLC. It's basically Tranquil Walk of Peace. But it's a hex. Okay. And this one, this one, this one. Gotten very used to this. So usually it's because I'm farming. Shard. That's pretty good. Here.
No. Yeah.
It's Profound Still. Block spells. Oh. Okay, I guess the Tranquil Walk of Peace, which isn't called that in this one. That's the one you find in the DLC, though.
The mouth.
And I believe once we clear this one, we'll hit...
the dark.
We should rank up in the Covenant again. Because... Somewhere it should say what our Covenant status is, and just Pilgrims of Dark, because I know he ranked up. Oh, it's whatever. Yeah, these waterfall things will extinguish your torch. Oh, there's that hexer. parasitic. Okay, I don't like how little variation there is with some of the aiming levels. That guy comes from back here. I think this one has more than one guy who just appear, so we do have to be wary of that. Yes, that we need to go. There aren't any people back here. That's the wrong thing. Now we've lit all three. There should be two more guys out here. It's the same guys from the opening room, though. I think he just cast Flame Swath at me. Oh yeah, this is one of the, like, few safe pits in this set of areas. He starts out back here and wanders up to the front. The intention with the enemies in this one is to catch you off guard. This might take us, yeah, straight to Dark Lurker. There's another boss that isn't terribly difficult as long as you pay attention. When he splits like this, they are both him. That was close. I honestly thought that attack did significantly more damage. And if you fail to kill the Dark Lurker, you do have to run back through one of the three.
I knew there is dark.
Profound Still.
I be the embrace. May the dark.
Alright. Yeah, the Dark Lurker would have been one-shotting us there if we hadn't left the Company of Champions. Although, to be fair, I don't think he can actually... I don't think you can get to him if you're in the Company of Champions. I think you do have to be in the Dark Covenant. That's way faster than poisoning them. It's way riskier too, but can't argue with results. And now that we're not in the Company of Champions, we might actually get some NPC invaders. Well, often we won't, because we've already cleared the bosses that they're tied to. But let's head back here. We can maybe afford a level up.
You, well... No injury.
Don't really need anything from her. The Dragon Chime, I believe, has the highest boost for lightning. It's the most effective for offensive miracles. And Kaitha's Chime is the most effective for hexes. This one's for miracles, so Kaitha's is for hexes. Huh. We like the boost to casting speed that this outfit gives us, but I don't think we can take this to Ornifex. I think we'll go and check. Excuse me. I didn't realize Soul Greatsword had damage ranges to it. Or Sweet Spot. I didn't realize it had a Sweet Spot mechanic. It makes sense, they seem to really love using that in this game. Let's see. Oh, that would be great for us. Let's see, there's spell stats. Okay, so she's not the one that you bring the Dark Lurker's soul to. We might go ahead and kill another Freya just to get the Moonlight Greatsword. Because that would be really good for our build.
Come again.
Also, another interesting one in this game is that you can technically get every boss weapon in the game in one run, because you can respawn every boss multiple times. As long as you don't eat any of their souls, you can keep bringing them back and trading their souls for more things. Which also means that the boss soul spells can be obtained infinitely on one run. Or, well, semi-infinitely. We did. We hit Ornifex on accident. I'm sorry, Ornifex. Thank you for not getting angry immediately.
Come again, if it please you.
I want to come up here. It's interesting that the little guys, the crystal lizards, don't respawn. There's usually only one of you down here. I think. Maybe not. Maybe I'm making that up. The other items around here, though, should have also been brought back. More rusted coins. Not sure what that sound was. The Titanite in here gets respawned, though. 3 chunks and a slab. There are more items that get respawned, but we're not going to go ahead and pick up all of them. Because we've got to deal with these two. Okay. Just barely tapped him with that last swing. I like Dark Drift, but it's not really a particularly powerful weapon. Prism Stone. And an effigy. Nice. Rapier, Bandit Axe. These guys can drop like a dozen different melee weapons that have like either a unique pickup location or like a really rare drop from a specific enemy. Most of them have a unique pickup location or are purchasable. I think a couple of them can, like the Mastodon Greatsword, I think might be a rare drop from something. Do have to deal with these guys as we move. It's a lot safer than trying to just run past all of them and deal with it. He is literally inside the ceiling. They couldn't have like had him hanging on the wall. They put him in the ceiling. It's a little rude if you ask me. Ah, yes, and we can actually summon people now. Because we are no longer part of the Company of Champions. there's another spider back here, but I was thinking of a summon sign. I was thinking there's one behind a pillar, and I think I already saw that one over this way. Parrying dagger. It's interesting for the fact that these guys have what are considered rare weapons. They drop them pretty frequently. Okay, I can't get through there. Where's the royal soldier? Or the whatever they're called. It's the same outfit that the hollow soldiers wear, but not broken down like theirs is. That when you stay right up next to it for too long. Good job, Boyd. I was a little worried that he'd hit ahead too many times. And thereby decapitate one of them, but see. Just took away the damaging part of that attack. Okay. Thank you, Boyd, for your assistance. Nothing we can get in there. Well... Now, technically, what I said is true. I don't think we can get anything in here, since we've already collected it. But, if this area is affected like the rest of the lower Saldora... No, it's not. Well, that's the answer to that. If it was reset like the lower of the rest of Lower Brightstone Cove, then we could have gotten another Guardian Dragon Soul. Or, Ancient Dragon Soul. Branch of Dark Quartz Ring +1. Most importantly, I was to say he shouldn't be able to just absolutely decimate me anymore because we're not part of the Company of Champions, but he actually probably would, since he's New Game +2 at this point. Now, I believe I have these souls required. I have 200,000, that should be plenty. That's enough for like 2 whole levels. That's amazing. First. We could get Spider's Silk. Or Spider Fang. Which both have interesting effects. This one, that's just a pierce. Okay, that's fine. I see this one has a ranged attack. It's a heavy attack. You throw a ball of web, and if it hits your opponent, they get slowed down. To my understanding, it only really works on humanoid opponents, but, you know. I think it's interesting that, in, I think, Dark Souls 3, they made it so that when you use a Homeward Bone, you can choose between Firelink Altar or the last bonfire you rested at. I think they kept that in Elden Ring. Or no, Elden Ring doesn't have items that take you to places. You can just teleport to them from the map. It's Life Drain Patch. Oh, we could have gotten Flame Weapon. Most of these aren't really anything we want. Life Drain Patch is interesting. That's basically, oh, is it called Mercurial Mist? Or whatever in Dark Souls 3. Dark Fog is basically Poison Mist, but as a hex. And I don't really want anything else from this guy. Which means, so we've gotten everything we want from him. Okay, you only get his hood if you kill him. Thought maybe we'd get a second Staff of Wisdom. It was worth a shot. There's no real point in it, but yeah.
Bear hunt.
We have enough for 2 levels. We're gonna put them both in Vitality because we want to be able to wear heavier stuff. And then come to him and reinforce this thing. Let's reinforce with Dragon Bone. Means we need 10 more to fully upgrade it. Which we can buy, I think, 3 off of her.
Wow.
Provided we have enough souls. We have enough for one of them.
Visit.
Which does give us enough to upgrade it one more time. So we need another 9 to finish it off. And to get that much, we're going to the only place I know of where you can actually farm for it. We're going to switch some of our gear out too. Yeah. We're going to lose out on quite a bit of our casting speed boost. And lose a little bit of intelligence too. Come on, good. Oh, there's one already. Oh, for a second I thought that one saw me. If we get lucky, we'll get a couple of crits here and there, like that one. Which will help us with killing these guys off faster. Oh, used an extra one. Really wish there was, like, something like the Rusted Iron Ring exist in this game. We're dead. Oh yeah, they're not gonna kill us as quick. Considered using the feather there, but I don't think it would actually save us that much time. Yeah, Rusted Iron Ring or something similar would be great in this area. Sunlight Blade to add lightning damage to their attacks. Or maybe just Golden Pine Resin. Because these guys, being dragons, technically, take extra damage from lightning, and being in water, they have a defense penalty against lightning. They take extra damage from lightning. Makes it interesting to me that one of their attacks is technically a lightning ball. Out of range? Yes. To escape most of the damage from that, though. Another bone. No, it's just the one, but I'm not sure which side he's going towards right now. Does that give us 5? Okay, we need 2 more. No, 3 more, because we can buy the last one. We do have to be careful because we're not part of the Company of Champions anymore. These guys will stop respawning. was bad. Tried to roll away from that, but clearly did not succeed. Oh. Thought we hit it with that one. These guys should still spawn a total of 12 times. There we go. How many more do we need? One. Which we should definitely get on this next run. Because they have a pretty good drop rate, all things considered. I mean, most things in this game have a drop rate, between 1 and 2% as a base. I think these guys have a base like 10 or 15 for a Petrified Dragon Bones specifically. Drop rates might actually be a bit higher than that. I know in Dark Souls 1, basically everything that could drop something had a base drop rate of either 1 or 2%. Unless it was a guaranteed drop. Well, there we go. And we have plenty of souls to buy the last one. That's what they're called. They're called the Imperfect. They are creatures that, while they look like, or they're sort of dragons, they are things that failed to become dragons, I believe. Or failed experiments to make dragons.
Visit me.
We actually ended up with enough to buy both, but we only needed to buy the one. So.
I'll be around.
380 base. And 168 scaling. Total of 548. And if we put our normal hat back on, that gives us another 3 damage. Oh, it's an ultra great sword. I'm so sorry, Melentia. I forgot I did that.
You?
That genuinely shocked me. I have the rest of the black set here now. Although we already have the rest of it since he gives it to you. Right. Yeah. He gives you the pieces to it if you have enough intelligence when you talk to him. And we can put away those and that, and that, and both of those and those. That one and that. Like that. We'll hold on to one of these. a lot more head pieces than anything else. First dragon. Another one of those. These are an interesting one, because yeah, when you cast them, it consumes a bunch of your souls. There is a more powerful version called Climax, which I don't remember how you get it. It might have to be part of the Dark Covenant in a higher new game cycle or something. Some of the things in this game have weird requirements. But now I do not remember how much faith I have. I know it's not enough to use Sunlight Blade, though. Could use Dark Greatsword, I believe. No, I don't think I have enough faith for that either. I only got 22. That's, I think, with the hood. I think if I take this off, yeah. Let's see. We'll go and see the Hexer. Oh, hold on. Looks like my network dropped. No. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, I believe I'm still alive. I'm just double checking because my connection isn't super great. Oh dear. Okay, my connection is definitely unstable because it's showing me when I was farming the imperfections, the incomplete dragons, whatever they are. So I just hope that catches up at some point.
The dark.
Ah, okay, this is the guy who sells Dark Weapon and Resonant Weapon and Flesh. We don't need either of these. These are both worse than what we have.
This man, this kid, all the sacred. Come again, the dark.
Okay. Let's get him with Soul Greatsword, since most weapons would bounce off of his chair. And now we have 3 Sunset Staves. Yippee! Now I guess we'll make another attempt at the dragon. I do actually want to see if I can get invaded here now, since we're not in the company of champions anymore. Prisoner's waistcloth. I think the only piece I'm missing from that set is the gloves. Come on out. Okay. That does work in the one-handed moveset as well. This thing is actually... Okay, it is a great sword. I was wondering from the moveset if it was an ultra great sword. Oh, rat tail. Those are a rare drop from the rats. I'm also hoping the video of this, the VOD, I mean, doesn't turn out too bad, considering all the issues the stream seems to have been having so far. Guess we do have to respawn bosses to get NPC invaders if we want them. We don't actually really care about most of them, though. There are a couple that can have fun drops or whatnot, but for the most part, they're worthless to us. We are now going to make an attempt on Ancient Dragon once again. We'll take significantly less damage since we're no longer part of the Company of Champions. We're doing more damage too. That's interesting. That might have been a crit, because I should actually be doing only about 80% of the damage I was doing. No. Huh. I mean, it has to have been from switching covenants. Maybe the Company of Champions does boost their defense and health in addition to damage. So I know that's the big one, is it makes them do 50% more damage to us. It also makes us do 20% more damage. But yeah, I'm two-shoving all of them with Soul Spear now. So... Are you serious? Looks like my stream delay is especially terrible today. It looks like it's about 10 minutes behind, maybe. With our pure int build, we are now capable of actual melee combat. Just want to pull this guy out. We don't really want to use heavy attacks, because even if they're powerful, they eat our durability. Might actually be two-shotting these guys now, too. Yeah. That might still have been critical, though. Well, we can summon here. Head of Vengarl. That's actually pretty good. Let's see, nothing there, nothing there. I think there is actually another summon you can have for this fight. That was a weird sound. Yes. I was right. Oh, Melinda the Butcher. We're summoning now because it's fun. And it does actually make the boss fights harder. Even if it splits their attention, it gives them like a substantial boost to damage. Or health. Maybe both. Maybe defense. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know the exact mechanics, I just know. I know there's a boost to health. There might be a boost to defense and potentially damage as well. Dude, I love that Vingarl gets like a unique character model, because all the other NPC summons, almost all the other NPC summons, just use the player model for their base. But Vingarl is a unique model. And the only one I'm aware of, other than him, is okay. Cannot outrun that still. The only other NPC summon I am aware of that has a unique model is Man-Scorpion Tark. Who can obviously be summoned for Najka. But Head of Vingarl can be summoned for this guy, apparently. And I know you can also summon for the Throne of Want. Which I say that instead of any particular boss because there's actually 3 different boss fights there. So I know you can summon him for the Throne of Want, but I don't actually know where else he can be summoned. So I know Ancient Dragon and Throne of Want, and I believe at least one of them. Are you kidding me with that? You did like no damage, but still. That's just rude. So I think he didn't go for the fast attack, because he absolutely would have hit me had he. These guys should stop spawning eventually, since I'm no longer in the Company of Champions. I had originally intended to play through the whole game in the Company of Champions, but there wasn't really any reason to do that other than punishing myself for no reason. Plus, I, had to join the Dark Covenant in order to get the Dark Lurker. Oh! He decided to leave his little area. I've never seen someone roll through that. I've never seen someone roll through that. I mean, I've never seen someone roll through it and take partial damage. I've only ever seen full dodging of that attack. We're gonna come back and grab Melinda. And grab Vingarl again. And if we had the, I think the Red Twine, it lets us summon more, but I think we're offline. And even if we were online, I don't think too many people put summon signs here. Are we online? It says somewhere. Pilgrims of the Dark, that's the name of the covenant. Okay. I don't know why I was struggling so hard to remember it earlier. This is the one for it, which boosts the power of hexes, which we obviously aren't using. If we had a fully upgraded Sunset Staff infused with Dark, it would probably be worthwhile to cast some hexes. That very much to him at all. This tail really does not like existing. Okay, that does dead. Here. No. That was not the right spell. My girl, don't go under him while he's doing that. We'd also be doing better, but I actually don't know where to get it in this game. Could very well be a New Game Plus item. Okay, I think he's a little bit broken. He's a little bit confused. Oh, we're dead. But hey, we got him down pretty far. This boss really is a DPS race. It's you really just have to have high damage output. Which I apparently do not have enough damage output. Something. Let's see. I think my stream still has a pretty significant delay to it. Yeah. Still a pretty big delay on it, but that's fine. It looks like it's also buffering quite a bit, but that could just be on my end. Let's see. Could go ahead and get Railroad Authority, I think, is like the only boss outside the DLC that I haven't done. He was absolutely stomping me before, but I was in the company of champions the whole time, so... Not exactly a huge surprise that he was destroying me. Honestly thought I could roll out of that, but... you know, doesn't matter too much. Critical on that one. Nice. We just need more of those. Gonna bring Melinda along so we have an easier time dealing with these guys. So honestly, it would be hard to have a harder time dealing with them. We already have a pretty easy time dealing with them, so Melinda's presence is going to do a lot for us. Yeah. Let's go, Melinda. We have almost enough for a level up. Now, so here's the thing. I could... 305 there. 362 here, but it damages me with every attack. 336 here. You know, lightning resin. And with this, we just might be able to get him. You want to run. So we passed his opening attack. As soon as he starts flying, we want to book it. Not towards him, we want to get to the side. Okay. We did even worse that time. Probably using a weapon with a sweet spot is not a good plan. I think the usual strategy against him is Dragon's Tooth or Demon's Great Hammer and Sunlight Blade, or obviously Lightning Resin. We're gonna go check out Broom for a little bit, because that might be where the ring we want is. And double check it though, because again, I actually really struggle to remember all the information in this game. There's so much of it. So let's see. We want 2 rings in particular. We want the Spell Clutch ring and the Bellowing Dragon Crest. which might not exist in this one. Okay, Sorcery Clutch Ring is here in this DLC. Flynn's Ring. Oh, that boosts your damage if you're really low on equip load. Okay. Okay. Alright, well. Sorcery Clutch Ring is here in Broom Tower. So we can go ahead and get that. Enemies tend to have pretty high elemental resistances in the DLC. So I think the enemies here tend to be real resistant to fire. But they will likely be more resistant to magic than much of the enemies we've faced so far. This thing still kills them in 2 hits, though. Our sorceries are pretty powerful against these guys too, but... Okay. Okay. I absolutely could have gotten out of the way instead of taking a second attack against my first axe guy. They're the ambush. Kind of silly that these guys can be backstabbed with how much larger they are than the player. I think it's just a little bit rude how much of this place doesn't have any sort of safeguards against falling off cliffs. It's rude to me specifically, who's really bad at not falling off of things. So we can drop down there, but... Mimic? No. Probably someone has a message here about this being a mimic. Titanite slab. Another Ashen Idol. Not gonna go down there just yet because of all the guys in there. Not sure how we ducked his first attack. I mean, I know how we did it, I'm just not sure why it worked. Like Bonfire Ascetic. Seem to give those out like candy in this game. Oh, I mean, I guess this is the only game where they could do that. not sure what that idol does. I think these guys can climb. Guess I'll find out. Maybe they can't. But they are standing in a spot where I can get them from the other platform now. I was about to say, assuming I can make it before they go somewhere else. Yeah, they're pretty resistant.